This is 13-year-old Christian Fernandez, a boy raised
Okay.
in a house of horror. Neglect by his parents and grandparents only drove him to repressed anger, which later made him the youngest person in history charged as an adult with first-degree murder.
Oh.
Christian was born in Miami, Florida in 1989 to Bayanella Susana, who was just 12 at the time. The boy's 25-year-old father received 10 years probation for sexually assaulting him. When Fernandez was 8, the Department of Children and Families investigated a report that he was molested by an older cousin. By October of 2010, Fernandez and his mother were living with her new husband when he suffered an eye injury so bad that his school sent him to the hospital.
Bro, this kid just never had a chance, man. He never had a chance. Fuck. Dude, cases like this, it's like, yeah, they did something wrong, but like, fuck, dude. Everyone failed this kid. Everyone failed him, dude. Everyone fucking failed him. Of course he's gonna fail everyone. Of course. What else does he know? No chance.
Where he was examined for retinal damage. Fernandez told officers that his stepfather had punched him. When officers went to the family's apartment, they found the stepfather dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But on June 3rd, 2011, deputies were called to the apartment. Fernandez's baby brother, David, was dead inside. After the police found blood on his shirt, they decided to interrogate him on what happened.
He killed
that day.
both of them.
Now, looking at the room placement, you can tell that this looks
killed
like a
both of them.
high-pressure environment, as he's made to sit in a corner against a detective.
He killed both of them,
However,
bro.
the detective decides to use the child's innocence to turn this interrogation.
It wasn't a
into
self-inflicted
conversation.
wound, I bet you.
Oh, you're 13 now. Oh, okay. So you're 13 years old.
I'm 12. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 12. Okay. Okay. All right. So today is. Do you know what today is?
14.
It's the 15th now.
15.
It was the 14th, but it's the 15th, and it's late. Whew. Okay. What this says is this is your constitutional rights. Okay.
She's acting like a teacher,
I'm gonna read it to you. Okay.
right? When you go to like private classes with the teacher, and they go, yeah. So this is the problem, right? This is what you gotta do. What day is it? Good. And what's her name? Good. She's acting like that, bro. I wonder if she was a teacher in the past.
Cursive. My son's working on his. That looks good. Do y'all have to write everything?
She's a mum.
At school? You have to write everything in cursive at school? No?
Makes sense.
From the start, we have to give props to Detective Nish.
Yeah, I wonder if
Soze
she's a
for
teacher.
being so
She's-
calm and engaging in her responses, considering that this is such a complex case.
Tonight,
She's good at this.
we're home. Well, you told me, you said before, in January, he got hurt, right?
Mhm.
And he had broken his leg, little David.
Mhm.
And how did he break his leg in January?
By yoga.
Yoga? And what
Probably yoga.
And our room.
They did yoga.
You share a room with him?
No, he always goes to she's always sleeping with my mom.
Okay, so he sleeps with your mom.
Oh.
And you and your 5-year-old brother and your 4-year-old sister all share a room.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all were in your room doing yoga.
Mhm.
Were y'all watching?
Who sleeps with the mum? The father or the brother?
So what exactly happened then?
The stepfather or the one who
His leg.
killed himself but killed him?
Back of his butt.
Okay, like how? Can you show me? I mean, you probably can't. Flexible, but do.
Then I
like,
put the
his
leg.
legs,
Like the Indian stuff.
like the Indians do.
What? How do the Indians do?
Put like the leg behind his neck, or how did you do it?
Like in the floor behind him.
Oh, so like kind of like a reverse Indian style.
What?
So like.
What is he talking about? Indian?
Put the legs behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Were y'all watching that on TV or something?
No.
Where'd you see that at?
And
And where?
Oh, Nakama Sutra.
Where did that book come from?
from when I was in my.
Kama Sutra, bro.
Who else was in the room when that happened?
Me and him.
Just y'all two?
It's not gonna be a yoga book.
She was taking my rice to school.
He was molested, stepfather, mother was 12 years old when he had him.
Doesn't really look like your brother, but you can show me with the doll how he did that. You want to show? So he was sitting like this, and then how did you do his legs so we can understand happened?
Like this.
And then what else did you do with his legs?
And like this. And that's that.
You pushed him back.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't twist the leg up or anything.
But that would have
What do you mean, like
No, I don't know. I'm asking like exactly what you.
that would have hurt
Show me
the
again what you did.
like this?
that would have hurt the back, not the legs.
Did you hear a snap or something? Did you hear a pop?
Well, sort of.
Yeah. And what happened then?
He screamed.
And then I stopped.
Oh. And so how long was it before your mom got home?
I can't remember.
Maybe he had the legs like open like this,
I don't remember.
and it
So what?
What
got out of the socket, the hip.
I didn't tell her that I was doing yoga with him.
Oh, what did you tell him? What did you tell her?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember what you told her is what you're saying.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. How long did he cry for? A long time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, that probably hurt him really bad, huh?
At this point,
At a
the
million.
mother is clearly instilling the wrong messages in her child by not being vigilant of her
Well,
child's
she's
behavior. Looking at
20,
the
bro.
2011 incident where his brother broke his leg, you can see that instead of making the boy realize his mistake, he was later pushed to lie about how his brother got injured in the first place.
Tonight, you guys were in your room, just you and David?
Uh-huh.
Was your other brother and sister in there?
Mm-hmm.
So all y'all in
No,
there?
I think it was just me and him too.
Just y'all two?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what really happened tonight.
I put him to carry books.
You put him to carry books?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of books?
Like the books that we have in our
Carry
classroom.
what?
Are they big books or little books? Or...
Like a bunch of skinny books.
Okay, so he was carrying them?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Why?
he walk good with that one cast on?
I think he starts with one and normal works with the other.
Okay, so he had books in his arms?
Mm-hmm.
And then what
And
happened?
then they fell on him
They fell on him as he was carrying?
as he was carrying them.
Where did they fall on him at?
On his head and
How did they fall on his head if he was carrying?
on like this he was carrying them. Because he didn't know how to carry away.
So then what else
He
happened?
was carrying them
He
like
fell
this.
on him and then he fell.
This
Like he's an African woman carrying water back to her village. I've seen those pictures where they carry the big ass jugs like this. We do it over here in Mexico too, bro. Carry the big ass jugs on top of the head.
is really injured up with a lot of bruising and swelling.
The side.
And his nose is really swollen up. Well, he didn't get those head injuries just from books. That's why we need to know the whole story. Because that can't happen from just books. You know what I mean? That's not the truth, Christian.
At this point, the detective realizes that he's no stranger to lying. Even when she brought up the idea that he hit his head on a bunk bed after his
Yeah.
ludicrous book-carrying story, he casually denied it. So now, Detective Sylveg has to switch gears, and, considering his openness, can easily tell him where he's lying without the worry of him choosing to stay silent.
It's okay. I just need to know the truth. So, just like you told me the truth about...
It's not okay, but
You're doing a good job. Well, there's something else that happened tonight. Because earlier, I know that you told all the officers and everybody that he climbed up the ladder on the bunk bed and fell. But that wasn't the truth, was it? Okay. I don't think it's the truth, maybe. Actually, I know it's not the truth. He's got really bad head injury. So, if you can tell me how he got that, it would be really helpful for him. So, what happened tonight? We'll just start over. Because it's okay. We just need to know the truth. So, what exactly
he doesn't know his brother's dead.
with David?
I put him to carry books.
Is that what your mom's going to tell me? That's not what your mom's going to tell me, is it?
No.
I'm going to ask you again, Christian. One more time. What happened with David tonight? That's not what happened.
The detective is now trying to empathize with him in this situation as a way to get him to confess. She also brought up that
She's
while
probably-
he's in this interrogation room telling her that he got injured from carrying books, He told the officers earlier that his brother climbed up on the ladder on the bunk bed and he fell. An
But they're gonna say,
inconsistency
look,
like
you
this only
try to
makes
prank
him
him,
more
right?
guilty. So, to get to the truth,
You
the
try to
detective will
prank
now
him,
give this boy an emotional
and he got hurt,
perspective of the
maybe?
situation.
You have to be honest with yourself, too. You need to be honest for little Davy's sake. Davy's not feeling too good right now, okay? He deserves for you to tell us the truth. Because then I'm going to go and I'm going to ask your mom, too. But I don't think that's what your mom's going to tell me. And I don't think that's what your little brother and sister are going to tell me either. I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell me, okay? So, let's just take a deep breath and tell me when you and David were in the
Literally fucking pushed him.
what happened. You can tell me. You can tell me, okay?
13. Man, I was still in
You can tell
England
by the
back
boy's
then.
downward gaze and
When I was
silence that
13.
he's starting to feel guilty, especially when the detective brings up little Davy.
I felt
While
like
this
a
is
grown
effective in interrogation for
human,
adults,
bro.
some vulnerable individuals can sometimes feel the emotional burden too much, and they might end up making a false confession. But, considering that his current lie is that his baby brother hurt himself from carrying books, it's without a doubt that he's hiding something and is very close to confessing. And at this point, the smartest, or in some cases the riskiest thing a detective can do is to say the word that the detective wants the other person to say.
Did you push him down? So what happened to him? Did you slam him down?
What do you mean stop?
Like on the ground?
No.
Well, what happened to him?
Did you?
Well, just tell me what happened to David. Tell me the truth. And that way you don't have to lie anymore. You don't have to make up stories. Okay? And if you tell the truth, so just tell me exactly what happened. Tell me what happened, sweetie. What are you scared of? I'm scared of telling me. I know. I can see. Did your mom do something to David?
No.
But you did.
Mm-hmm.
See, you're getting there. It's okay. You should tell me. Okay? What did you do to David tonight? It's okay. You don't have to say that.
It's not okay, bro.
I'd rather hear it from you than your mom. Do you feel bad about what happened tonight? Is that why it's hard for you to tell me?
Yes.
Okay. If we do things that are wrong, Christian, and we feel bad about it, okay? Okay. So tell me what happened tonight.
I pushed him against a bookshelf
Okay. Where's the bookshelf at in the room?
in front of my sister's bed.
And how did you push him in it? Like, what was he doing for you to push him?
Nothing.
Why'd you push him? Were you angry about something?
Yes.
What were you angry about?
No, my stepdad did it to me.
Oh, your stepdad did to you? Is that what you said? Why were you angry about that tonight?
Because I was thinking about it.
Is there a reason?
He's always hungry.
No.
Is this because he was there?
Yes.
How many times did you push him into the shelf?
Twice.
You pushed him pretty hard. Well, what do you think? Did you push him pretty hard? What'd you say to him? You say bad words to him?
Yeah.
What'd you say to
I
him?
didn't say anything to him.
So, what shelf did he hit it? Where did he hit it on the bookshelf?
On the first one,
Can you show me
First
with the
one.
jaw how you pushed him into the shelf?
by his head.
Oh,
Show me with the jaw how you.
Like, push it and
Okay.
boom,
You pushed him with your hand
boom.
into the shelf. Did he cry or did he just?
yeah, he cried.
Did he pass out and go to sleep? Did he do that right away?
And right away that I hit him twice.
Is that all that happened tonight? So how did all the blood get everywhere in the room?
Because when I was dragging him to his bed, I actually carried him
Okay, to what bed?
to my brother's bed.
The bottom bunk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you carried him to the bottom bunk, and where was he bleeding from?
From his nose.
Okay. Anywhere else?
And like his mouth.
His mouth was.
Bro, what?
And just like that, the boy confessed to pushing his brother into his father's bookshelf twice. Interestingly, you may have noticed that the detective goes from heavy questions to mild questions as soon as she gets a heavy answer from the boy. Like, after he said he pushed him into his father's bookshelf, she immediately redirected him by inquiring about the bookshelf.
Ugh.
2 mild answers later, he confessed the heavy truth, which is
Ugh.
great work from the detective. Now, during this horrific incident, you might be wondering where the parents were.
Bro.
So let's see about that.
How long was he like that before you told your mom?
I told my mom right away, but I didn't tell her.
Ah,
I told her something else.
oh my god.
He got hit with the knife.
Did you
Hit with a knife?
and your little brother
Bro, this whole family.
I don't.
Oh, this whole family, dude.
Maybe I'm driving,
Was she home or no? Where was she at?
taking my brother to school. I mean, I'm not sure where she was.
But she wasn't home when it happened? Did she make you babysit your brothers and sisters a lot?
Yeah.
But not a lot.
Okay. So you stayed at home with them a lot. I mean, not a lot, but you babysit them. Okay.
But when I'm babysitting, they always stay together.
The three of them. But where were the other two tonight when your mom was gone?
Louis was still with me, and Yanni was with my mom.
So just you and David were in the
No,
room?
me and my sister.
Okay, so your other brother was with your mom.
Fucking God.
Okay, so your sister was in the living room and David was in the room with you. Okay. Did you call your mom as soon as it happened? Or did you just
Not
wait for her to come
as
home?
soon as it happened. I realized what I'd done.
So you realized he was hurt. And how long did it take her to get home?
A couple of minutes.
And what did she do when she came home?
She cleaned them, and then she went to the hospital. Cleaned them and changed his clothes.
She cleaned him and changed his clothes?
Why change his
She changed his clothes because I didn't see him after.
Was she crying?
Why even change his clothes? Take
So
him
that she got
quickly.
on the computer before she went to the hospital?
No, she was on the phone on the computer.
Okay. Do you know what she was looking up?
No.
According to the report,
CPR maybe?
Christian called her around 9 a.m. And his
CPR?
mother didn't call the doctor nor take the toddler to the hospital until about 5:25 p.m.
Oh!
Even then, as her son lay bleeding in the other room, she surfed the internet, downloaded music, and made
Oh
some
my
medical
God.
related searches
Oh
with
my
keywords
God.
concussion and
Oh
unconscious
my
for
God.
hours.
Oh my God.
That she left her 5-year-old with her 12-year-old
Oh
who
my
had
God.
already shown signs of anger towards his
Oh
little
my
brother.
God.
Did your mom tell you, say anything different when?
But she didn't know it was me that did it.
Right. So
I'm sure now.
okay.
This is actually a good sign of ignorant parenting. As a 12-year-old, Christian had no idea that doing something like that would harm his little brother. It's only when parents are vigilant of their children's interactions that they can educate them on what is right and what is wrong.
This
He
kid had no
idea
chance.
that he'd break his brother's bone by doing what he calls the Indian. In fact, when David fell unconscious,
Kid's got
Christian
no
picked him up
chance.
and laid him in his bed. He denied intent
thought he
to
was
kill his
sleeping.
brother, and several times asked the officers if doctors could wake him up. This shows how considerate he is, and that he never intended to kill.
Bro.
After the detective steps out and gives him 10 minutes to
Dude.
think about the situation,
He-
she decides to tell him the truth about whether his little brother
Nuevo
Sí.
Nutribela 10. Dile adiós a los
Come
tratamientos
on,
costosos.
dog.
Ahora tengo un secreto.
Yeah, listen, I need
Estoy
that. I
usando
need that. I need that.
survived or not.
Bro.
Yes, he's like too little for that.
Too little to know.
And his heart is weak, so if his heart stopped working,
Why is his heart weak?
then he's small.
Because he's small.
And if his heart stops, then he stops. And he's still he hasn't even. And he has never done that before.
He's never done that
No,
before.
no, no.
Is that why you knew it was bad?
Because I've never done it before. I've seen my cousin do it, but that's how he sleeps. Because he has had that a lot of time.
Has he?
So that's why he's.
Bro.
But David has never done it, so I'm worried.
His brain started swelling
Like bigger or smaller?
bigger.
Bigger. So it touches his brain.
So his head,
It's not good. It's not really good.
it's not good. But you're old enough and smart enough to know that it didn't look good when you did it, correct? And it doesn't sound good from what you're asking me. And what I'm
But dude,
Why'd you push him twice?
I don't know. I don't even know why I pushed him.
Was he still standing up from the first push after you
Yeah,
pushed
he
him?
was. He's done.
Did he cry
he was.
first time? And then you pushed him?
This kid was just angry, dude.
Well, I think I'm gonna go and talk to your mom now. Okay.
This kid's not.
And I'm gonna have to tell her the truth, okay? Of what happened.
Bro, it's maxed. This kid was just angry and suck, bro. I know, but I couldn't play, bro. I couldn't play. My internet was dying. Like, his brother was dying for hours and he was left to die. His mother surfed the internet, downloaded music. She took him at 5 p.m. He was hurt at 8 a.m. She came back. She didn't take him to the hospital until like hours later. His brain was swelling. They could have drilled holes onto the skull, relieve the pressure. He could still be alive. But is it the mother's fault? She had him when she was 12. Because she got raped by like their father. And then this kid got molested. Like, this kid never had a chance. This kid never had a chance. And he was tried as an adult. He's not an adult. He's not even a kid. He was robbed of his childhood. He's the kid of another kid. And then molested. And hurt. He hit his brother's head onto the cabinet. Twice, he says. But he doesn't know why. He was just angry all the time. And this is very common behavior. When people get bullied, they bully whoever's smaller than them. When people get attacked like he has gotten attacked, they hurt people that are weaker than them. That's why it's a cycle of violence. That's what always happens. And he was tried as an adult? Come on,
We
man.
can talk for a few minutes and I'll come back. Okay? You okay?
After this interrogation ended, the detectives had a clear confession against Christian.
But this kid's not
The
a
judge
psychopath.
dismissed it, citing
Yeah.
that he did not understand his
Yeah,
Miranda rights
he
during
didn't
police
understand
questioning.
anything.
However, he was found guilty of first-degree murder as an adult.
Oh,
And
no.
yes, there was a sexual
No,
assault charge against him as
no.
well, but that was dismissed.
No.
At the time, he was 13, so he was given a juvenile life sentence,
No.
which means staying in jail till he turns 19.
And then what?
In July of 2018, he was placed on probation. The judge
Okay.
also ordered Christian to stay away from minors and not to have contact with his surviving siblings unless they first contacted him.
Okay.
Oh, and in case you're wondering about the ignorant mother, she
Jail.
pled guilty to
Yes.
manslaughter and she was placed on probation for 10 years.
No,
This
probation.
was how a 12-year-old misunderstood boy with a tainted history of abuse and neglect
I mean,
went on to kill.
I wanted to say no. But bro, she had a kid at 12. She's also a victim. She had her first kid at 12. 12. Dude, 12. If I had a kid at 12, my kid would be 16 right now. Almost 17. Like almost an adult. They never had a chance. His family just never had a chance. I hope he can clean his act. I hope he doesn't become a molester too. Cause like, man, that shit is it's like vampirical, dude. It's vampirical. Those that have had shit happen to them sometimes become the same thing, dude. Like, it's actual vampire shit. They can't blame the parents because they dead. No. The mother is a 12-year-old. The mother was a 20-year-old with an 8-year-old kid. The mother was 23. But she had a kid at 12. Bro, Latina's 23, right? or 21, 22. Imagine Latina as a mother. Like, bro, imagine any 23-year-old girl that you know as a mother. Bro, 23-year-old girls are a mess. They're all a mess. Imagine them. Dunkle's child. But what about that parents? I don't know, bro. I don't know. It
Killed
was
his
horrible.
own brother without intending to. This was the horrific case of Christian Fernandez. And as always, thanks for watching.
This was horrible, bro.
Rebeldía no es romper las reglas, es mostrar tu cabello.
Ah. Dude. 25-year-old man impregnates 12-year-old girl who gets 10 years probation. Should get a bullet, bro. That's what he should get. Look at all the hurt that guy did. A minor. A severe minor. Yeah. Look how many lives that one guy ruined. And then we're going to ask ourselves, what happened to him? Was he the child of another 12-year-old girl? Oof. Bro. Oh. He wasn't a monster. He didn't have guidance, dude. He did not have guidance. Oh my God, man. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know why he was tried as an adult, bro. That's insane to me. It's obvious that this is still a child. It's so obvious to me he's still a child. How are you going to try him as an adult? You know who I think is okay to try as an adult? A 16-year-old who gets into a gang and shoots somebody. Yeah, try them as an adult. You want to act like an adult, you get tried like an adult. But my dude, he's 13, he wasn't in a gang, he was molested, he was the son of a fucking 12-year-old girl who was molested herself. Like, you don't try this as an adult, bro. How are you gonna try him as an adult? Fuck, man. Whole family's fate just locked. Oh my God, man. Jesus fucking Christ.